Step right up, get your homes here. Homes for sale. You interested in viewing a home listing?
Is this really how people find out about new home listings?
How else would people find out about my listing? Other than joining Mortflix, the exclusive streaming service designed for real estate agents wanting to feature their listings on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and many more.
That sounds like a much better idea, instead of whatever this is.
That gives me a brilliant idea. Here, hold these. I'm gonna sign up for Mortflix. Glad I thought of it. A much better idea than peddling papers out on the street like some sort of amateur like yourself.
These are your flyers.
Not anymore. Now I have a housing streaming network on my own dedicated channel. So it's easy to showcase my community, share my listings, and spotlight my agents. I'm off to spread the word of Mortflix to anyone who needs the perfect place to list a home.
Today has been a weird day.
Welcome, friends. This is another great episode of Industry Partner Tuesdays. And today we have a special guest. We have a person that I really admire. She's a creative. She's a content producer. I call her the queen of content for the housing industry, the mortgage lending, real estate industry. And it's truly an honor to have her here in Industry Partner Tuesdays here at Mortflix, and we're broadcasting this on all the Mortflix streaming apps through Mortflix Media, and it's really truly an honor to introduce my Mortflix. She's been on Mortflix, and she has a channel on Mortflix actually. So she's not brand new to the scene. So I want to introduce Ginger Bell with Edumarketing. How are you, Ginger?
I am good. Thanks for having me, and thanks for all that you do. I mean, it's absolutely
Awesome.
phenomenal. I'm so excited.
Oh no, thank you. Every day I take it little by little. Every day is a challenge. Every day is something new coming up. A camera here that needs fixing, an audio here but little by little we're working on it, and we had got very professional, and then little by little people are noticing. I get a lot of inquiries. Hey, how I can get this content in? How I can watch it? What are the applications? So it's a work in progress, and we're really proud of what we're doing. So tell me about you. Let's do a little rundown of your background. Where you coming from? Where are you right now? And usually I like to take it 6 months to a year on your plans, your market. What is it that you're doing? And for those that doesn't know you, that watch different channels, on different medias, what is it that Ginger Bell does?
Boy, that's a big question. And it changes, like for
Huge,
all of us, right? It's like changes all the time.
especially
So
nowadays.
yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. You have to be willing to change, and you have to look for trends. So for me, before I got into the mortgage industry, and I have been in the mortgage industry for over 20 years, but before that, I was a corporate trainer with Dale Carnegie Training. So training is in my blood. I've always been an educator, and had a friend who introduced me to the mortgage industry, needed some training developed many years ago. I worked for a wholesale company, and so I came in, started developing some training, marketing efficiencies, things like that, and just fell in love with the industry and never left. And I have produced training and content around all the different loan programs: FHA, VA, USDA, Duo 3K, reverse mortgage. I have produced training on every single mortgage regulation since 2008, and always, just been delighted being able to produce content and help others do training, which is really what I am doing now. When we
Correct.
got into the pandemic in 2020, I had some of my clients, like ArchMI, who was a client of mine, asked me to do webinars on how to do webinars. So we started
Correct.
doing webinars on how to do webinars. And then from that, found out there was a real need to be able to help originators produce content for videos, for social media, and so we started doing that, and I've been doing that for the past 2 years, and helping people to do more video.
And before talking about the pandemic, before the pandemic, were you doing more live events, physical events, or had you done always a virtual or a mix? What were you doing before the pandemic? Before everybody got sent home, and it looks that it looks like it goes in peaks. Now we had the Omicron, and now everybody's pulling back a little bit, and then go forward and then backward. It's like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, if you've been in the mortgage industry for a while, it's something that we're not
Yeah,
unaccustomed to as far as changes.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Before the pandemic, I was doing a lot more public speaking. Um, I've always been doing webinars, and I think, for me and for my clients, and I've always produced content for my clients. It's always been a three-part. So, being able to provide education on your processes, on, onboarding for new clients, on how things work, on education, marketing. And so, producing online videos. I've worked with a lot of learning management systems to do online universities. I've created online universities for companies, and then combining that also with doing live events. So before the pandemic, it was kind of a combination, doing
Okay.
webinars, creating online universities, doing live events, and then also coaching my clients to do the same thing. So I did a lot of coaching for my clients on how to do public speaking and how to, be on a panel, and really it's a combination. So if you're watching this and you're saying, what should I be doing in terms of marketing and putting myself out there? And it still is a combination of everything. You should be doing videos, you should be doing social media, you should be getting on, a special on Mortflix, which I love what you're doing,
Thank you.
because you're a true visionary, and I love this. The first call that you and I ever had, just talking about your idea, it's like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Because we have YouTube, right? But we don't have one platform that's a true streaming platform, and that's what people are used to. And people are hungry for information, especially our next generation of homebuyers. They want to know the steps. They want to know the process. They want to know, they're used to researching. So being able to have a channel to go to watch things related to mortgage and real estate, I think is incredible.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and that's the entire point of Morflix, where yeah, we have YouTube. We have a channel in YouTube. We will go ahead and broadcast this on YouTube as well. But in YouTube, you can go and try to watch a content, and next thing you know, the algorithm is sending you to something else, or
Right.
to do camping, or to do this, to do cooking. Where in Morflix is just 100% dedicated. So right now we are app supported, but we probably have like one or maybe two commercials, if any, rolling on any given piece of content. So it's very, very, very exclusive and very pinpoint to our industry, where the algorithm is not gonna send you to something else, or it's gonna for a sponsor, it's gonna send somebody to something different that your message is trying to convey. So it's just dedicated 100% to us. That's it.
Yep, I love it.
Yeah. So, and uh, and and you having a mix, a combination of different events going live. But do you see you going to more and more events live so people can go live? I did a few last year. We went through our news channel. We went and visited San Diego a few times for NAR, NBA, NAREB. We did AIM Fuse on Las Vegas. So we did like four shows. Hopefully this year they're all gonna be on this side of the east side. I know the realtor. Yeah, 'cause
Everything
flying.
goes.
I felt like I was living on an airplane last year, at the end of last year. I went to Dubai, I went to Istanbul in September, so it was a crazy fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it
yeah,
was
and
crazy.
I think it is. I mean, who knows? I have no idea what's going to end up happening, and quite honestly, it shouldn't really matter for those that are consistent in marketing. You pick up where you can and you adapt where you can, and I think that's the most important thing, is to be able to look for the trends that are happening. What we're seeing more is
I was
companies
gonna ask you
doing.
that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, and but I mean, honestly, what I'm seeing right now is companies doing their own smaller private events, and so that's what I'm speaking at. And for me, going and speaking, I'm having companies have me come in and specifically talking about video. It's like, what do they need to do in video? What do they need to focus on? How do you get over the fear of doing video? Where do you get started with doing video? And I think that's a lot of it. It's like I just had a coaching call with my group this morning. We were talking about short form video,
Mhm.
and so your TikToks, your Insta Reels, all those the YouTube Shorts, shorter videos. And I had one of my clients call me afterwards. He goes, "I'm stuck." He goes, I'm like paralyzed. I don't even know where to start. And this is someone who we've been working with for the past year and a half. But when it comes to something different, he's like, "I don't know where to start." It's like, okay, let's break it down. In step one, record your video. That's it. And then if, because we do a lot of editing and production for our clients, so just send it to us. But he was almost like, because it was something new. And I think, honestly, Morgan, for I think a lot of us, because the past 2 years now since we've been going through the pandemic, we've had so many zigs and zags and changes, and I'm seeing this from a lot of people, and we were busy as an industry through all of this, so going through all of this and emotional and then busy, and then now we're back in the throes of it, not really knowing what to do, this conglomeration of we're in, we're out, we're up, we're down, that I think a lot of people are paralyzed right now, not because they're not capable of doing things, but just because we have been through so much. And so, I think it's a matter of, for a lot of people, just to be able to take a breath, slow down, and figure out what the first step is. And I think that's it. I mean, you did that when you started Mortflix. As you said, you have more equipment now, you're doing more now, but you started with the vision, right? And then from there you said, okay, what's the first step? And I remember when you're talking about building your studio and doing that, it's like, that's the next step, doing something like that. So I think that's important for most people, to be able to break it down into steps and to figure out what that looks like.
Yeah, start small. Start like you said. Send the video so you can send. That's step one. Do the video. I'm like really camera shy, believe it or not. And I run a
Really?
stream and I run a streaming service. Yeah, because I remember my English is not my first language, so I don't want to screw up. I don't want to say something that it doesn't convey properly. So I mean I've been studying English and talking English for the past 40 years, but it's not my main language. My main language is Spanish, so I feel more comfortable speaking Spanish.
Right.
But I'm running a national streaming service. Well, an international. I'm going to Dubai in February to see if we can establish an office over there. We'll see. So I'm running pretty much an international streaming service, and I gotta leave my shyness and my fears on the back burner and just do it. And
Right.
whoever likes it, and whoever not is not gonna like it. And you go to YouTube or go to Hulu, Apple, Netflix, whatever. But so far, I get a lot of inquiries from people that they like it. They're like, because I request content. Send me content. It's not gonna cost you anything if it's created, if it's housing related, mostly mortgage, real estate. I'm trying to get more realtors. I don't know, they're shy or something. I have a lot of lending people. For some reason, a lot of lending. And maybe that's
Well,
because
it's
my
really the name.
board.
Clicks, it's like probably one of those things.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. And I was having a discussion with actually Danny, who's in Florida, and he does all of his videos in Spanish. And there's such a need for that. And so, for you, as far as something else to get into, would be an entire Spanish speaking. Because if you go to YouTube, it's hard to find Spanish speaking videos on
Yeah.
YouTube regarding, mortgages. And
Yeah.
so I think there's a huge opportunity there.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna run a campaign to market through Facebook, mostly through Facebook. I might do a little bit of YouTube, but it's gonna be Facebook, Instagram on Super Bowl weekend. We're gonna launch a property listing channel where the realtor, for a very minimal fee, can upload their video to Moreflix, and we can stream it to in all the Moreflix apps. Um, and some of great stuff that I'm offering them. So I'm preparing that to launch it on Super Bowl weekend.
nice.
And maybe I had a little on that website, or they're gonna go to the main website through a landing page. Although the website is gonna have a landing page for that, but inside that website, the main website, the main corporate website, probably do something in Spanish as well, or have a Spanish language
Yeah.
page or something so people can see it. But
I think that's
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
combining the two between mortgage and real estate. And, it, we have so much more content to talk about in the mortgage industry than I think realtors do. Realtors have something to show with the homes, which is really good, but they don't do a lot as far as talking about, what the contract looks like, negotiating, all of the things that go along with, buying a home or selling a home. I would love to see realtors do more information for buyers and for sellers about the process, about, the things that happen. And I think that's one of the strengths we have with mortgage, is to be able to provide, the steps in the loan process. What does APR mean? What are the down payment options? What is mortgage insurance? I mean, the
The
difference between
different
fixed rate,
is
APR,
and the
we have a
different
lot of,
programs too.
yeah,
Yep, yep, different programs. Yeah, so it's a little more extensive on the lending, mortgage lending side. That, yeah, you're right. Then the real estate is just a video of the property. They might talk a little bit about, because we want to encourage them to send us a listing. And not also that they can do videos about their community, what's
hmm
popping on the neighborhood, what's popping on the city, what's cool, what's hot. So that's our goal, and hopefully
well, and
we
doing
can we can.
different things too. So,
Yep.
one of the things I started a few,
Reality TV, reality shows
yep,
are awesome. Are awesome. I think we are about to get one right along, where the guy goes on the car talking about the area or the properties. Uh, I think I gotta talk to Mitch about it, but he told me, oh, the guy does like a ride along type of reality TV.
oh,
So
nice.
and we're gonna start producing our own original content. We're gonna be through our Morphlix Productions, the company. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be doing that too, producing, paying for our own production, our original content,
Nice.
reality TV, documentaries, everything. That's what's coming in the pipeline. That's my next step.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, I'll give you an idea that I think we need in our industry, um, that would be great for you to put something into that. And that is just the legends in our industry sitting down, going, maybe it's on a ride, kind of a Jay Leno kind of a thing, talking to, the Bill Dallases, the Eddie Perez's, the icons in our industry,
Oh.
about the housing industry, because we have new people that are coming into the industry that know nothing about the industry. And so being able to, do something like that would be absolutely fabulous, to put a series together like that.
Well, you just give me a great idea. You just give me a
Hey,
great idea to an original
if
content.
you need a host, let me know.
Oh my God! You just give me.
I can come
I
to
I
Florida
I wanted to do a real estate reality show that I
too.
have promoted. I have promoted on my social media, and and I have somebody on law enforcement that he's a videographer in the state of Utah, working on it. They're gonna send me the pilot, or we're gonna produce a pilot where it's gonna be a reality show like the show Cops, but the realtor going on different situations, riding on his car, on his unit, and going
Right.
different situations. So he's preparing me to do the pilot. So that one should be something special. We'll see.
I love
So
it. Okay, well, next time
I
I'm in
gotta think out
Florida,
of the
Austin, we're
box.
gonna get together and we'll share a bottle of tequila or something and come up with
Oh
some
my
ideas
goodness.
because
Where,
there's
where are you
definitely.
located? Where are you located, Ginger?
So I'm in Oregon. I'm on the
Oh,
West
okay.
Coast.
Oh, okay, okay,
But
okay.
I still travel a lot. I'll be in Atlanta in a couple weeks. I was just in Atlanta. I have several clients in Atlanta, and
Okay.
so I do spend a lot of time in Atlanta. I'm going to Atlanta in a couple weeks. I'm speaking at an event, and then we have three different clients that we go and shoot video and produce video for them as well. So we're doing that in Atlanta, and then I'm
Well,
in.
whenever you're in
I
Florida, let me know.
will
Central
be in
Florida, South Florida.
Orlando in March.
Oh, in March? Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
I'll be here.
Okay,
So
perfect.
maybe we can get together, or maybe if you're in the area, you can come here, sit in the studio. We can
I would
talk.
love to come and see the studio. Absolutely. We definitely need to do that for sure. But I
Awesome.
mean, thinking about different ideas. So, for people that are watching this, and if you're saying, okay, what kind of show can I put together? We have a client that we started a sports and real estate show with. And so they record a show once a week and we edit and produce it for them. And I know you saw it and said, hey, let's get this on and onto Mortflix. And I loved that they wanted to do something different. So it's two guys, they happen to be in the Indiana area. They cover Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. And so big time sports enthusiasts. And we were talking about doing something different for video for them. And so we combined the sports with the real estate. So they do a weekly update on sports. And then they combine it with the weekly update on real estate. And they have so much fun with it. And that's the whole idea. And so it's like we played around with some different ideas for a while, and this one just really honed in for their personalities. So,
Yeah.
do something that's going to be to you, to your personality, and don't be afraid to be outside the box. That's probably one of the biggest things is, if you're looking to produce something, first of all, stick with it. Don't stop after a month. You have to stick with it. And then the second thing is do something different. It doesn't have to be the same. It can be something around you and your personality.
Exactly. We're really, really happy that the real estate and sports show is coming. My brother-in-law mentioned that a few months ago, and he told me, Marvin, you should have a sports. And I say, well, but a sports how? This is real estate and mortgage. It's housing. It's a house, And look, people are so creative. People are coming every day with different type of content and very highly created content. And when I saw that on Facebook, I automatically said, "Hey, send me this," and you're
Yeah,
producing the show. So it so happened. Oh, boom! Go ahead and upload it to Moreflix, and I'll stream it. And we're happy. So once that end, go ahead and we're gonna ahead and promote it and blast it all over Moreflix, and hopefully we can get it before Super Bowl weekend, so that way it'll be on the system once we push the campaign on Facebook. So just keep
yeah.
keep that
I
in
think
mind.
I think our team's working with your team to get everything up because
Okay.
we've got a big weekend coming up this weekend,
Oh,
West
what is
Coast
what is
weekend.
what are you guys doing? What's going on?
Well, it's the game. It's the
Ah,
Ram,
that's
the
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Ah, that's
Niner,
right. That's right.
right?
That's right. I'm a 49er. I'm a 49er fan, but
Oh well, our
yeah.
house is a Rams house. My husband grew up
Right.
in Milwaukee, so the Rams are
so
closest at the time. So
so it's gonna
we
be
have
the
friends
battle,
that
the
are
battle of
going.
California.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh, it's gonna be a great weekend. Last weekend was awesome. Those four games were excellent.
Yeah, they were
Wow.
all four games were great games. Yeah, I grew up in Colorado, so I'm a Broncos fan, but they haven't made it anywhere for a while. So,
Yeah.
but I grew up all around football and absolutely love football. I think it's a great day to watch a good game.
Oh, here, Sunday morning is gonna be in the Terrace in Orlando,
Oh
with
my
with
gosh.
yeah, with the wind feeling like in somewhere touching the 20s.
Oh,
So yeah, it's gonna be nasty here on this weekend, Saturday to Sunday. So it's gonna be we're
it's
getting a
funny.
big storm.
People always think it's warm there, and I remember I think it was about 3 years ago. I spoke at Gary Vaynerchuk's event called Agent 2021,
Yeah,
and
in Miami. Yeah.
it was in Miami, and I didn't look at the weather. I brought, my Florida clothes, and we're standing outside the stadium. It was at the Hard Rock Stadium where we spoke,
Uh
and
huh.
we're standing outside the stadium waiting to get in. Freezing. It was like 30 degrees outside. And it's like,
This
oh
is
my gosh,
crazy.
Gary, you need to turn the heat up. It's freezing
Yeah.
here.
Sometimes you don't know if you're gonna drink a beer or if you're gonna have hot chocolate. So it's just Florida is like that. And in the summer usually it's stable. It's rain or it's very hot and humid. But on winters, like now, one day is sunny, one day is overcast, one day is super cold, one day the next day. Well, so it happens that Sunday's gonna be super freezing. Monday's gonna be a little bit cold, and then Tuesday, the weather forecast is gonna be probably 79 degrees, so
Yeah.
almost 80. So that's how people get sick too. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
from the cold.
Ginger, I really, really appreciate it, my friend. Um, I really thank you for being part of Morflix, one of our premier partner providers, content partners, and any last words that you want to say regarding content and what are you gonna be doing? Where can people follow you? Where can people get in touch with you? Give me the rundown.
Yeah, so obviously you can find us on Mordflix. I think we got a couple of different places there. So we have a mortgage video planner, which
Mhm.
I produced a mortgage video planner that gives you one topic each week to do a video on. And then this year we did, and I did it with Carl White, a leadership video planner. So the same thing, one topic every week to record a video around leadership. So we've got videos on that. And then you can
Okay.
find my website at edumarketing.com. And then we have a Facebook group, which I know you're often on there with us as well, where we talk about video, which is Mortgage Video Mastermind. So if you go to Facebook and go to Video Mastermind, you can join in. And we do a weekly call there, which we then put onto Mortflix as well, just talking about all things video.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Video is king. The platforms are just the houses, but video, it just gets so much track, so much follow, so much likes. It just video is just incredible.
Yep, absolutely. Well,
All
thanks for
right.
all that you do. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ginger, and we'll see you soon. Send me the sport real estate content so that way we can stream it and get ready for Super Bowl Sunday because most likely you're gonna see us around somewhere in Facebook.
Okay, perfect. I look
All right.
forward to it.
Me too, Ginger. I really appreciate it. Well, my friends, this has been a Industry Partner Tuesdays with the incredible Ginger Bell, content creator, content queen, and this has been one more great episode. See you next Tuesday.